quit screwing around and start!
Hey, it's Pointy Star VO. We're doing a profile for the Charmer deck. This is something that I was able to finish because the new card came out, so we're just going to start without really any kind of intro. So we're going to start off with 3 copies of Familiar Possessed Wynn. You're just using her for her name, so each one of them has it, and since she's my favorite, I like to run a certain amount of the Charmers, so she's my favorite one, and she's Wind as well, so 3 copies of Eria, and then we're running 2 of all the rest, 2 Hiita, 2 Aussa, and 2 Dharc. I feel like this is the perfect amount of them. If you want to run more of different ones, you can. Sometimes you could run 3 Dharc if you want to summon certain Dharc XYZs, and 3 Wynn I use because I use Chidori in it. We're running the Charmer support, which is 3 copies of Jigabyte, which this one lets you summon the other one. So when he's destroyed by battle or card effect, he lets you summon any one of the Charmer supports, and each one of them says that they can only control one of them. Ignore that. Archfiend either Nefariousness. This card says in the graveyard you can destroy a card, activate the effect to summon it. And so if you destroy a Jigabyte, you can special summon him to affect a Jigabyte with special summon something else, or you can trigger the trap with it, which is really cool. And 2 Inari Fire, which says that this card is destroyed by an effect, you can special summon it back. The only reason why I'm not running 1 is because we don't have any more, we don't have the Petite Dragon version of this. Each one of these is based off of one of these cards, such as the Water one, which is Jigabyte, the Earth one, which is the Archfiend Eater, and then the Fire one, which is Inari Fire. We are missing the Wind one, which should be coming out in a couple sets or so, because all the other ones have come out recently. And that would be the last one for Wynn. And when I get that one, I will probably end up cutting this down to 1, just because it's this card's effect doesn't really help you that much. And we're running a Zephyros, the Elite, just because it lets you do level 4 plays. You can bounce this card back, so if you have a Charmer, special discard, put this back in your hand, Zephyros, special discard again. Just lets you get lots of monsters out really quickly. Next we are playing 3 copies of Supply Squad, because if anything ever dies, such as if you use the effect of Archfiend Eater, you can go huge plus and you can draw free cards using Supply Squad, which is really nice. Then we're playing 3 MST to just fight back row, 2 copies of Pot of Duality to try and give you more consistency through your deck, as well as 2 of Wisdom. Wisdom is good because all the spellcasters, it's better, or Lances might be better, I haven't decided which is better. This one you don't lose an attack boost, and if you use Lance on your own Charmer, it no longer gets the boost from the trap, which makes it a lot weaker as opposed to this, which you can just stop from a spell or something like that without having to worry. Next we have 1 Book of Moon, 1 Foolish, 1 Mind Control, 1 Raigeki, and a Snatch Steal for 1 of spells. They're all good in their own ways. These 2, Mind Control plus Snatch Steal, they're really good ways to help try and make XYZs or plays, as well as just Raigeki, Book of Moon to fight your opponents, and Foolish, you have a lot of cards that you can send. So, and to go on to the traps, we are playing 3 Unpossessed, because if anything ever dies, this card lets you get a new Charmer out. 2 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain lets you stop your opponent's effects, which really helps. 1 Bottomless Trample, 1 Compulsory, 1 Torrential, because Torrential, your monsters die, so do your opponents, but then you can summon back more, and a Solemn Warning. Moving on to the extra deck, we are starting with Alchemic Magician, only running this because I kind of wanted to. It's 3 level 4, but you never actually really summon this card. You can run anything else, but it's just something kind of cool to run. Daigusto Emeral, it lets you recycle cards back, so that way you don't run out of targets for Jigabyte to summon. Exciton and Arc, because they just really, they're kind of the cards from this set that were really good. Shark just helps you get rid of those monsters, and Exciton helps you clean fields. And Castel. Castel is just a good card to help try and fight things that you don't want to send to the graveyard, because putting it back is a little bit better. Abyss Dweller, which stops effects of things such as the Shadow Mist, which is really kind of helpful. Black Ship of Corn and Cowboy. These 2 cards are really good in different situations because we're allowed to play any level 4s we want. They just are really helpful. This doesn't destroy, it just sends, and this does the extra per game. Rhapsody gets rid of cards in the graveyard, and Ragna helps fight when your opponent gets attack buffs, which is really good. Karangorn lets you choose what back row your opponent hits, so that way they don't hit the cards that you don't want them to hit, so instead you can have them hit your supply squads if you want to keep your back row and stuff. Direwolf helps in those random situations, and I mean, it's just an interesting card to run. It also triggers the effect of Supply Squad and such, so you can blow up this card, blow up your opponent's card, get more monsters out and free XYZs. We are Heartland Draco, Crazy Box, and Lightning Chidori, simply because we have 3 Wynn. And moving on through the side deck 2 Kaiku because they're spellcasters. That's kind of the only reason behind the Kaiku. It can get rid of stuff in the opponent's graveyard like Shadal's and Burning Abyss, but it's more of, it's a spellcaster, so you can have kind of a little bit of synergy with that spell card and such. 2 Flying C to stop XYZ decks, 2 Max C to draw, 2 DD Crow to fight decks like Shadal's and Burning Abyss who have effects in the graveyard. A Swift Scarecrow that I was thinking of bringing up to 2 simply to fight the new cards that just really make it hard to survive. Prohibition, I was thinking about using 1 or 2 against heroes just to stop their mass change, second mass change, or things like that depending on the duel. Soul Release to help clean the graveyard again. And the 1 Light Mirror, 3 Shadow Mirror. It would be 2 of each, but I once again don't have the other one. That's the drummer deck. It's really silly, just more of a fun deck. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to comment down below. If you want to watch our other channels, click the jellyfish to watch Blue play games such as Binding of Isaac Rebirth, or click the butterfly to view our new channel where I will talk about random anime, gaming, or silly top 10 topics. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.